Hey y'all, so today I'm going to show you how to set up how to set up VMware Workstation and how to set up a virtual machine. This is all pretty simple. Uh, not really a whole lot you have to do. But before you start trying to get the VMware Workstation software, you want to restart your computer and go into your motherboard's BIOS. And you'll want to look for a setting called virtualization. You're going to want to enable that. I can't show that here because I don't have a card for recording like external stuff on my PC. I'm only using NVIDIA's recording software to go and do this video, but you can easily look up how to do it on whatever motherboard you have. But uh, so after you have that done, you can just go ahead and you'll have to Google just VMware Workstation Player. It's no longer supported by VMware themselves, so you have to go to a third-party website to download it. The one I had good luck with is this one called TechSpot. It looks shady, but it really isn't. Uh, you'll want to look over here, like near the center of the screen, near the Download Now button. You'll want to click just Windows. That'll just give you the Windows version, of course. Give it a second. Sometimes an ad will pop up across the screen. Just X that out. But it'll start downloading automatically, just like that. I'm going to cancel that. Go ahead and minimize it. Uh, and the operating system we're going to be making a virtual machine with today is Windows XP Professional with Service Pack 3. You can easily look it up. Just Windows XP ISO. And the one I went with is this one off of archive.org. You want to just scroll down a little bit and click the ISO image. That'll be the one you want to go with, and it has a key here because we're gonna go ahead and copy that because it's gonna the virtual machine program is gonna ask for it here as we set it up. But yeah, after you have the virtual machine program downloaded, it'll show up here in your downloads just like this. Just click it, follow the prompts, and it'll be ready to go. There's no viruses or any bugs with it, as far as I know. Yeah, when that's done, just go ahead and open it. I have two versions of Windows 98 on here already. Yeah, neither of these versions work, so we're just going to ignore that. But if you ever create other virtual machines, sometimes your previous ones will be here in this tab. You can just close that out. You'll want to be on your home tab, and to create a new one, just click create a new virtual machine. Just follow the prompts. You'll usually want to just go with your typical setup. And then when you get to this screen, if you have an ISO file, like what we have for Windows XP, just double click that and it will go into that spot. Just click next. Then you can change the name and set where the file for this virtual machine will be located. Now it creates its own file for virtual machines in your documents folder, but if you have other drives or anything, you can just name it like VMs or virtual machines, and just have the virtual machines saved to that file instead. Just click next. And you can change the size of your disk for your virtual machine. We're not going to, we're just going to keep it at 40 gigs. Going to go ahead and save this as a single file, because we are not saving this to another computer or anything like that. And then with this screen, if you want to change what hardware you have, you can click customize hardware. Then go ahead and just click through the different things here. This is to change what memory you have. We're going to keep it at 512 megabytes. You can change how many processor cores you let it have. How many processors. So we're going to let this have 2 cores for this processor. And if you're like me and you just want to mess around with stuff for the sake of messing around with stuff, you can set up a virtual machine in a virtual machine, which is what I'm doing right now. Like this this version of Windows 10 that I'm running right now is on a virtual machine on my main PC. But yeah, you don't really have to do that unless you are messing with like some weird shit, like some viruses or sketchy software or whatever. But if you ever want to do that, you'd want to click, you want to check virtualize, whatever these are. That's just your virtualization programs that are specific to the type of processor you have. Then if you're running an older version of Windows, like XP, even 7, it's recommended that you that you have your network adapter turned off for it, because there's a lack of your security updates. So there's a lot of software and just a lot of shit that can just get onto your operating system without hardly doing anything. But we're not going to worry about that. I'm just doing this just to show you how to do it. Then your USB stuff, you can change what kind of USB controller you have, and sound card and display. Yeah, nothing special here. Then if you want to add a piece of hardware like a CD drive, floppy drive, any kind of other ports, SCSI drive, you can just click add and it'll bring up this little screen here. But we don't need to do any of that. So we're going to hit cancel. And we have everything set up that we have to set up. So I'm going to click close. And we have this check to start the virtual machine after we create it. So we're going to hit finish. And yes, again, since we're running a virtual machine in a virtual machine, it'll bring up this window just saying, we won't have the best performance because we are running a virtual machine in a virtual machine. But I don't care, so we're going to do it. So now we're just basically just let this run. It's just going to run as an installation of Windows, nothing special, just any other installation of Windows. And yeah, this is just gonna format the disk that we have allocated to it. And somewhere along the line, it'll ask for that key. In VMware Workstation Player 15, it asked me right off the bat, before I even started the virtual machine, if I wanted to input that code that we were given. So I went and put it in at that time. But with VMware Workstation 17, it didn't ask. So I'm guessing that it's going to ask sometime later. But that was how to set up a virtual machine. It's pretty simple. So, yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And, yeah, that's it. See ya.